All right, how about 3 trades for our beloved New York Yankees post-lockout? They have a lot of moves they need to make, and I got 3 trade proposals here. I've already done trade proposals for the Dodgers and the Marlins. Those are in the description below. I'm going to be doing other teams as well: Boston, San Diego, the Mets, and I hope the Cubs, and a bunch of other teams. So if you want me to do a team, put it in the description or the comment section, and I'll put it together 3 trade ideas for your team. But if you're not subscribed to this channel yet and you want to be entertained throughout this whole lockout, do that right now. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on good content, because I'm going to keep us all focused and entertained and rocking and rolling while these people are haggling over there, whatever they're haggling over. So with that, let's get to the Yankee trades. Number 1, it involves the Yankees and the Milwaukee Brewers. In this trade, the Yankees would acquire Willie Adams, a shortstop who's got a couple years of team control left, and Josh Hader, super duper elite reliever, in exchange for Luke Voit, Oswaldo Cabrera, super shortstop prospect, Clark Schmidt, pitcher, and Gio Urshela. It's a pretty hefty trade, but getting a long-term, Willie Adams without having to necessarily, dole out $300 million for somebody like Carlos Correa, especially if they don't want to and they have multiple holes to fill anyway, and getting a super reliever in return, this fills 2 holes in one spot here, and we're given from positions of excess. There is a chance that Gio could be a stopgap shortstop too, and they can go after somebody like Kyle Seager for third base, or Chris Bryant for third base, but this is a younger, more dynamic shortstop here. And again, dealing from Clark Schmidt, I just don't see him panning out here now. Luke Voit, they were interested in him, so it gives them a first base guy who they can also platoon as a DH. And we get what we need over here, shortstop and another relief pitcher. So that's trade 1. Trade 2 involves the Yankees and the Miami Marlins. This one, the Yankees would acquire Trevor Rogers. This is the headline of the piece, young left-handed starting pitcher. And Jesus Luzardo, another young starting pitcher, from the Marlins in exchange for Gleyber Torres, second baseman, Estevan Florial, outfield prospect, Oswald Peraza, shortstop, and Brandon Lockridge, outfield prospect. And again, this is the Marlins getting a boatload of offense in return in exchange for pitching, which the Yankees needed a lot of. And I'm confident that Matt Blake would be able to do some good things with these guys. So, and again, Gleyber Torres can be replaced by DJ LeMahieu, who's already here. Estevan Florial hasn't been given a shot, and maybe he'll get more of a shot over there. Oswald Peraza is our top infield prospect, but we still have Oswaldo Cabrera if he's not in a different trade. Anthony Volpe trade. So we have a lot of guys, so we can deal with this position of surplus. And Brandon Lockridge is an outfield prospect, but he's going to be blocked by other guys too, like Jason Dominguez and Everson Pereira and other guys. So this trade makes sense to me. And it might even cost a tad bit more, but if it was Trevor Rogers and somebody like Max Meyer or somebody like Sixto Sanchez, it would cost more, but this to me is a fair representative value. And the last trade is involved with the Seattle Mariners. So in this trade, the Yankees would get superstar outfielder who's had a little bit of injuries, but young player Kyle Lewis for center field. Gives them a center field if they don't plan on signing like somebody like Seiya Suzuki, or to give somebody like Aaron Hicks some competition. Kyle Lewis is the guy to do. He's 26 years old. He's got 3 or 4 years of control left. So, and he's a good-looking player. And they have other guys. They've got some prospects that are ready to come into the outfield to replace Lewis anyway. So, in exchange for Davy Garcia, who hasn't panned out here either, Domingo Germán gives them a starting pitcher, which they need, and Luke Voit, a first baseman / DH. So 3 for 1 here. And I think it also is fair value. They're getting a lot of controllable years in Seattle in exchange for one guy of controllable years who can be replaced by some of their top prospects. So, and I think the kid's name is Julio Rodriguez, if I remember him correctly. He's the number 2 prospect in all of baseball. And he's their outfield prospects. They're number 1. So he could replace Kyle Lewis. So let me know what you think of these 3 trades. I think they're all, and these are all doable trades. These videos that I'm putting out are doable trades. They're not like outlandish trades. And I'm going to be doing a video on like outlandish, like just batshit crazy blockbuster trade ideas. I'm working on that too. And but that'll come later. But these are all doable trades. So let me know what you think. Give me another trade idea, all right? Because after this, like I said, I'm going to go to Boston, and then I'm going to go to San Diego, I'm going to go to the Mets, and a bunch of other teams too. So let's get into it, guys.